In case you were somebody who did not get an opportunity to attend our conference on October the 4th, here's how it broke down. Come on in, we'll fill you in on all the details. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Bill Bateman, part of the team here at OSTA, Oregon State Tenants Organization. And as I said, our first conference in 5 years was a success in all kinds of good ways. If you didn't get to come, and I'd be surprised because the room was packed. We had a complete I didn't see room for more than maybe one more person, and you would have had to know somebody really well to get anybody extra into that room. We filled it, and I thank you for coming out. It is something that we have not done for 5 years. We did it, and we're happy we did. We're happy you were there. Everybody who was in attendance seemed to go away with a lot of good things, both lovely parting gifts and some good information and new purpose. More on that in a second. I'd like to begin, as I did in my opening remarks, by thanking Rochelle Love Elder for her tremendous hard work. She worked up until midnight the night before, and her hard work showed. Also, thank you to everyone on the board, whether you drove in and made a personal appearance or took time to take part in a Zoom session. It contributed to an overall excellent day, and that included things like checking in the guests, passing out the gift bags, and being there to answer questions and point people in the right directions. Thanks, too, to Representative Pam Marsh, who was our opening speaker, and Senator Jeff Golden, who was kind enough to take time out of his schedule and provide us some opening remarks on video. And a welcome message to the group is always appreciated. I appreciate their continued support and participation, and we look forward to working closely with them in the months to come. Well, we're passing out thank yous. I want to include the Hilton Garden Inn up there in Springfield. Had an opportunity to stay there as well as experience their support and help during the conference. A high five to everyone there. Nice facility, nice rooms, nice people. Everything worked out just great. Thank you, guys. I had time, and this is a luxury for me, I had time to sit and listen and observe with a lot of the members, people who you see the name on the list, but here they are right there in front of you. People came up with good suggestions, and I saw some positive outcomes of our meeting. One of the persons took my workshop on how to build a newsletter, and that generated a conversation about the fact their manager has said, no, you can't do a newsletter without my permission, and I need to check it out. Well, no, that's complete garbage, and we found the appropriate section of the Oregon ORS 900, and we sent that resident back to their park armed with information, and they have decided, nuts to this noise, we're going to start a newsletter in our park on Monday morning. So this is one of the many positive discussions we had. Myths or downright fabrications, fake lies and bogus ballyhoo were being debunked left and right. There's a lot of shenanigans happening out there, and you having good information, knowing where to get good information and how to present it appropriately to get your point across was a good part of that day. We also have some good information on what we're going to do different the next time. Technology was a big bugaboo for us. We had some good connections. Things worked out, but there were some situations of having to, well, I think at one point we had to call someone on the phone because the audio didn't work on the computer and then hold the phone up to the microphone. But the point is, the point is they were able to be heard and the presentation got made. I also want to thank everybody who took that extra step. Samantha Sheehan from the Oregon Law Center. She came, she was masked. She had just gotten over an illness and was trying to avoid getting sick again. And she took time and had quite the nice presentation. It worked out very, very well. And we had one of our board members, and she was not feeling too well. She had just returned from Germany. So that would be Angela Garvin. who came in and took time to Zoom in. She didn't want to risk making anybody sick by coming in physically, and so she took part in a Zoom presentation along with Ken Pryor, who Zoomed in from the north end of the state. And so a lot of people went that extra mile to do things, and it really showed. I'm glad we were able to build on the success of HB 3054 and turn that into a highly successful conference. People walked away with a new and positive impression of OSTA and a box full of good ideas and information. Well done, everyone. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, we have all decided, because it took us all week to kind of come back together and put things away. That's why this is coming out on a Friday. We're going to take a few deep breaths. We're cleaning up our information, packing away our toys, and we're going to already be working at the next board meeting on what to do different, what to do better, and how to have a even more successful and perhaps even a longer conference, maybe a full-day presentation. Your ideas, of course, are always welcome. We did get a lot of good input. One of the things I put on this program previously, I would like to find out what you, our members, are interested in us doing, things we should be working on in the next 5 years, the next year, how to continue this positive growth. And we got a lot of that information, more on that as we unpack it and have an opportunity to put it in a positive form that we can share with you. And finally, I'd like to report that just at the meeting we had, I believe, 19 people sign up to be members, and some folks were lucky enough to pick up some T-shirts and some ORS 90 guidebooks, which I think are great. Those things are still going to be on sale. Go to the website. If you did not get a chance to purchase one, if we ran out, which we didn't expect that kind of a response, so that's kind of exciting. So if you'd like more information on things to purchase, be it an OSTA t-shirt or the very popular ORS guidelines, it's a discussion and a line-by-line breakdown of the Oregon's rental code, and that's what we're always referring to, the things that you need to show your landlord and your owners that give you the legal strength and the legal standing to have very positive discussions. So those things are still going to be on sale. We're going to keep that part of the web page open until the end of December. So you are available. They are available to you. They make lovely Christmas gifts and stocking stuffers. Who wouldn't want a copy of the ORS 900 in their Christmas stocking? I mean, seriously, folks. Okay, so once again, you made it happen. You made the passage of the bill happen with your support. You made the conference happen with your phone calls, your emails, your ideas, and your suggestions. And our board and our volunteers went the extra mile to make that happen, even if they weren't feeling 100%. So we had a lot of going that extra mile, a lot of support from the community. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Jeff, once again. Thank you, board members. We look forward to keeping up to date with you in our next chapter. There's more ahead, and we hope you'll have a good holiday season. Happy trick-or-treating. Be careful out there. Make sure you wear a bright costume and have a flashlight, or be ready for the little ones when they show up at your door with the mini Snickers or the mini Milky Ways. Those are my own personal favorites. So with that in mind, be safe out there. Thank you again. I'm glad you had a good time at the conference. I loved being there and meeting all of you. Aren't we a good group, a good-looking bunch of people? Take care. Talk to you next week. The preceding program was a presentation of Retired Guy Productions.